Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Wrestling Results here on this channel. So we have WWE Raw results for 11/1/21. Bianca Belair backstage says she will never regret her mistakes. They are only opportunities to make her stronger. Becky Lynch has lost sight of what it means to be champion. Belair is always showing up and shows out. She did it at WrestleMania and she is going to do it again tonight for the Raw Women's Championship. Belair makes her way to the ring. Backstage, we have Lynch says Belair rose to the top only because she wasn't around. Lynch says people doesn't realize how hard it is being her. Lynch said that she has noticed a lack of appreciation, even a few boos. It doesn't matter. Lynch will leave the way she came as the Raw Women's Champion. Raw Women's Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. Lynch and Belair get into a shoving match. Belair chases Lynch around the ring. Belair slams Lynch before Lynch can react. Belair lands a handspring moonsault. Lynch kicks out. Lynch retreats out of the ring. Belair follows. Lynch tries to use Belair's braid to send her into the ring post. Belair puts on the brakes and sends Lynch into the ring post. As Lynch is stuck between the rope, Belair pulls her off the apron and hits a delayed vertical suplex out on the floor. After the break, Lynch lands a reverse DDT. Belair kicks out. Belair almost lands another suplex, but Lynch reverses it into a roll-up. Kick out at 2. Belair backflips to avoid a strike by Lynch. Rollins suplexes by Belair. What? That didn't make no sense. Lynch kicks out. Gut buster by Belair. Lynch kicks out again. Belair. This is a shot with her braid. Lynch and Belair trade pin attempts. Lynch attempts to disarm her. Belair lifts Lynch off the mat with one arm and sends her over the top rope. Next page. Come on. After the break, Lynch surprises Belair with a cross-arm breaker. Lynch turns it into a triangle. After a fierce struggle, Belair manages to slam Lynch with a powerbomb to escape the hold. Lynch goes up top. Belair cuts Lynch off and power slams her off the top. Belair tries another handspring moonsault, but Lynch gets her knees up. Manhandle slam by Lynch. Belair gets her foot on the bottom rope. Lynch tosses Belair out of the ring and tells the referee to count. Excuse me, sorry. Belair gets to her feet. Lynch tries a dive, but Belair catches her. Belair alley-oops Lynch on the announce table. Lynch kicks out again. Glam slam by Belair. Lynch kicks out. Belair almost hits the KOD, but Lynch grabs the turnbuckle. The pad grips off. Lynch sends Belair into the exposed turnbuckle. Lynch rolls Belair up with a handful of tights for the win. Your winner and still Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. Backstage, we have Austin Theory mocks Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio tells Theory that he's going to outlast him, just like he has every other person that tried to make a name for themselves off of him. Rey Mysterio with Dominic versus Austin Theory. Theory sends Mysterio flying out of the ring with a shoulder block. Mysterio rolls back into the ring and lands a flurry of strikes. Mysterio lands a head scissors. Theory lands a stomp followed by a fisherman's suplex. Mysterio kicks out. Theory lands a beautiful drop kick. Mysterio trips Theory, sending him out of the ring. Theory launches Mysterio into the turnbuckle, into the barricade. Mysterio surprises Theory with a DDT out on the floor with Dominic's help. After the break, Mysterio fires up and lands a senton off the top. Theory lands a drop kick, but Mysterio bounces off the ropes and hits a drop kick of his own. Theory drops Dominic for no real reason. Mysterio sends Theory into the ropes for a 619. Dominic slaps Theory. The referee sees it as Mysterio lands a splash. The referee disqualifies Mysterio. Your winner, Austin Theory. See, I'm telling you guys, there's going to be a feud between the son and the father very, very soon. And ring segment, Seth Rollins. Rollins gloats over his victory last week on Raw. Rollins says he was drafted to Raw to be the face of the show. The only thing missing is the WWE Championship. Since Rollins has his contract, he's guaranteed to win back his title. Big E interrupts. Big E and Rollins argue. Rollins tells Big E that he isn't on his level. Rollins dumps on King Woods and laughs at Kofi Mania. Big E reads Rollins up and down. Big E challenges Rollins to a match tonight. Rollins begs off. Kevin Owens walks out on the stage. Owens says he should be the face of Raw. Owens says no matter what happens, he's going to keep on fighting. If Rollins isn't going to fight Big E tonight, Owens will. For the first time ever, one-on-one, Big E says it on. Okay, next page. I hate those when you have to go to the next page. It's so stupid. Why can't you just have it all in one page? Championship contenders match. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash versus Queen Zelina and Carmella. Queen Zelina gets into Ripley's face. Ripley runs over Queen Zelina. Carmella tags in and eats a headbutt from Ripley. Nikki lands a crossbody off the apron. After the break, Carmella and Queen Zelina are taking turns working over Ripley. Nikki manages to get the tag. Queen Zelina surprises Nikki with a sunset bomb for the win. Your winners, Queen Zelina and Carmella. Backstage, we have Chad Gable and Otis walks up to Big E. Gable tells Big E that he needs their help to legitimize his title reign. Big E tells Gable he has no desire to get turned into a human thumb like Otis. Gable tells Big E to watch what he does to Finn Balor tonight. Finn Balor versus Chad Gable with Otis. Balor and Gable trade takedowns. Gable chops Balor in the throat. Gable tries a sunset flip, and Balor rolls through and lands a drop kick. Gable turns Balor headlock into a knee breaker. Gable works over Balor's leg and locks Balor in an ankle lock. Balor tries to escape. Gable holds on to the submission. Balor escapes and lands a double stomp. Gable tries a moonsault, but Balor gets his knees up. Balor limps up to the top rope. Gable cuts him off and hits a superplex. As they hit the mat, Balor locks Gable's into a pin for the win. Your winner, Finn Balor. Going on to the next page now. The Street Profits versus the Dirty Dogs. RK Bro is at the commentary desk. Ford and Dawkins double team Rude. Ziggler catches Dawkins with a drop kick. Rude almost hits a Hangman's DDT on Dawkins. Rude takes too much time, jawing out at Orton outside of the ring. Dawkins black body drops Rude over the top. Ziggler tries a sneak attack, but Ford dives off the steps and clotheslines Ziggler. The Street Profits and RK Bro have a stare down outside the ring. After the break, Ziggler and Rude are working over Dawkins. Dawkins manages to tag in Ford. Ford clears the ring. Rude and Ziggler drop Ford with a combo DDT. Dawkins breaks up the pin. Rude and Ziggler send Dawkins into the ring post. Ford dives over to the ring post and flattens Rude and Ziggler. Omis walks down to ringside. In the confusion, Ziggler super kicks Ford for the win. Your winners are the Dirty Dogs. After the match, Omis destroys Dawkins and Ford. Orton tries to hold Riddle back, but Riddle attacks Omis. Omis drops Riddle on the apron. Orton is about to go after Omis, but the referees interject. No disqualification match. T-Bar versus Damien Priest. Priest and T-Bar tear it into each other. Both men fall to the outside. Priest sends T-Bar into the barricade. Priest grabs a table. T-Bar destroys Priest with a big boot. T-Bar almost power bombs Priest through a table, but Priest escapes. Priest is sent into the ring post. T-Bar hits a Samoan drop off the second rope. After the break, T-Bar lands a choke slam into a backbreaker off the second rope. T-Bar ties Priest up in the ropes. T-Bar tosses a few different weapons in the ring before unloading on Priest's chest with a kendo stick. Priest escapes and turns T-Bar inside out with a lariat. Priest hits T-Bar with a chair over and over again before chokeslamming him through a table on the outside of the ring. The match finally ends after Priest hits the Reckoning. Your winner, Damien Priest. Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz walk out on the stage. Crews tells Priest they will become acquainted soon because Crews is going to take the United States Championship away from him. Next page. Backstage, Becky Lynch says she's only used what was available to her to win tonight. The real important thing here is that half of the fans were booing her tonight. The fans are fickle. There is nothing wrong with doing what it takes to stay champion. It's time for Bianca Belair to get to the back of the line. Liv Morgan walks in. Lynch just walks away. Backstage, Rollins tries to convince Owens to let him help him tonight. Rollins offers Owens a title shot after he beats Big E for the title. Owens tells Rollins he can watch the match, but if he tries to inject himself into the match, Owens is going to handle him. Rollins tells Owens to just keep fighting because that's worked out so well for him. Rollins will just keep on winning. Next, Big E versus Kevin Owens. Owens blasts Big E with a back elbow. Big E catches Owens with a back elbow. Big E trash talks Owens. Owens escapes the big ending and hits a reverse DDT. Big E kicks out. Owens lands a missile drop kick off the second rope. Owens hits the ropes and runs right into a belly-to-belly suplex. Big E tries another suplex, but Owens sends him out of the ring. Big E misses a splash on the apron. Owens lands a senton off the apron. Owens follows that with a senton onto the floor. Rollins' music hits, and he dances down to the ring. After the break, Owens crushes Big E with a senton. Big E kicks out. Owens tries another senton, but Big E gets his knees up. Owens rolls out to the apron. Big E spears Owens through the ropes. Owens escapes the big ending again. Big E and Owens accidentally knocked heads together. While the referee has his back turned, Rollins decks Big E. Owens thinks about it and eventually attempts a pin. Big E turns it into a roll up for the win. Your winner, Big E. After the match, Owens tries to explain to Big E that he didn't see what happened. Owens apologizes. Big E will have none of it. Owens blames Rollins for all of this. Owens challenges Rollins to a match next week and apologizes again. Big E drops Owens with a big ending. And that's how we're going to end Monday Night Raw results for you guys here on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned for tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, for NXT results. I'm unstoppable and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.